What's up, guys? Burnout Box episode 5.0. Yes, we're gonna turn that into something gay and funny somehow.
Yeah.
So
We already did.
yeah.
Like it's episode 50 that we took.
It's episode 50. It's episode 5.0.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this special. Mainly, we're gonna make it special by talking about a bunch of cars that you've probably already heard of or seen us talk about. But we're gonna have a special feature on them. So that changes things. Wow, we're still seeing the countdown.
Apparently Justin Forrest is eyeballing you, Donnie.
Justin Forrest needs to eyeball my Mark 8 that he was supposed to get me. And it's sitting right next to his house.
I looked so confused at the beginning of the show because I was like, are we gonna get logged in or not?
Yeah, oh yeah, no, that was worrying. Justin Forrest, I'm so sad about my Mark 8. Every time I see his name, I just think of the sadness of my Mark 8. Alright, episode 5.0. Justin Forrest is probably also looking at me because he has a GT500, so he does not have a 5.0, so he cannot partake in our special episode activities.
But we do know somebody that does have a GT500, but does have a 5.0.
We do. We could talk about him first.
That was good, right?
Man, that was a great transition. You did good. Jonathan Blevins. We went to Shelby Fest with him last year, and boy, did he break some hearts. It is a...
I can't even imagine the Shelby people.
Oh, they were great. I don't remember exactly what year it is. It's 07 to 09, obviously. He uses the car primarily for road racing.
He's done the Optimus Streetcar Challenge, which is pretty cool.
He's
and
done well.
Exceptionally well. Like, won exceptionally well.
Yes.
And car was at SEMA, and like just all sorts of badassness with this car.
He blew it up a little bit ago, or whatever caused the need for a new motor, and he was looking at rebuilding the motor, and at the end of the day, it was cheaper to maintain the Coyote and whatnot and swap it.
Lighter.
And it was 100 pounds lighter.
And like, this is the, the level of analysis that Jonathan does with, trying to figure out what's best for his combination. We also know that the Gen 3 is a mere 4 pounds heavier than a Gen 2R.
Oh, yes, he did weigh the two blowers going back and forth. Yeah. However, I will say it was funny when he swapped to Gen 3. I was reading some of his notes and whatnot on driving cars around tracks, and he's like, yeah, it's somewhat having a learning curve because whereas I used to be in third gear flooring the car out of this corner, I can no longer do that.
Right.
It blows the tires off. So he almost had to relearn how he drove it in some ways.
Absolutely, and it's going to rev a little higher with the being Coyote. A lot higher, actually.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of downplaying things right here, but...
All right, so since we're talking about Coyote swap stuff, we can talk about
another SEMA Coyote swapped something?
Sure. Like this one?
Yeah, the Model A.
The Model A, you talk about it because you know way more about it than I do, other than it's a Model A. That's all I know.
Mike Burrows has a pretty awesome 1931 Model A that he basically built from scratch and put a Coyote in, put our Gen 3 on it, some custom fabrication to get the throttle body and cold air to work. Just some really cool stuff, and his main goal was just to be able to drive this car around and look really cool, and it does look really, really cool. So that was at SEMA this year, and at the H&M Springs booth, and also went to one of the German auto shows. So.
Oh yeah, it did right after SEMA, didn't it?
Yep.
Chad Dowd says that's badass.
It is. It's super cool. Mike Burrows is of Stanceworks. They do some just really kind of off the wall stuff, and always really good quality too. I'm not saying off the wall in a bad way. It's not derogatory at all, but definitely just wanted to be involved with that build because it was really cool.
JP checking in, saying
hey,
hello.
JP.
Oh, I'm making Justin Forrest feel bad. I gotta stop. It wasn't his fault, for the record.
Fair.
It was not his fault at all.
Not like how
Mark 8. He tried to help me get it, and things out of his control are the reason I couldn't get it. It had nothing to do with him. So don't feel bad. It's okay, Justin. Anywho, all right. You like that one. I like Chad Anderson's. He had been commenting on our stuff. He has the BMW E46. He is doing a VMP-powered Coyote swap in. That is with the BMW inline-6 motor in it still, but as you can see from this next picture, the Coyote swap is going quite well. I can't imagine, though. I wish he was here to comment, like, the before and after of driving a naturally aspirated inline six, drifting it, to now we have a supercharged Coyote.
Yeah, it's got to be so different.
That is going to be completely different. I can't even imagine.
Crazy different. So that's not a Ford vehicle, and then going to another not a Ford vehicle.
The Porsche?
The Porsche. I honestly do not know a whole lot about this. I know that it was at Power by the Hour.
Power by the Hour does like their Coyote swaps.
Yep. And definitely that is, that's somebody thing that we partner with. If you're wanting to go to a Coyote swap and we're helping you out with it, we're going to definitely use some of Power by the Hour's parts and expertise to help you get there. But the Porsche, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it. I just found a cool picture. I see Jake standing there in the front of the picture, Jake Long, owner of the Power by the Hour. And would love to know more about the car, but just thought it was kind of like a different thing that, we're talking about Coyote swaps. I'm going to include that.
Oh, that's cool as hell. Power by the Hour is really good on all that stuff, guys. Pretty much if you want to swap a Coyote into like an SN95, you call them and they have everything. Every bracket, subframe, all of it.
Yep, absolutely.
Sean, the detail guy, says this gives me so many ideas.
It's aspirational, right?
And Topper Harley says 5.0s are weak as baby heads. And they did a hashtag mod motors power super cars, no, not rental cars.
Mod motors power I feel like that was an insult with a compliment on the end.
Yeah, I'm so confused by this whole thing. I just know that
I'm kind of confused by it too.
I just know that my 5-liter will run NATO. So, whatever.
But talking of Power by the Hour Coyote swaps and stuff, we can talk about Steve's car outside, which Steve works here, of course. He's got a VMP Gen 3 on his car, but he has all the Power by the Hour fun stuff to make it work in his car. Chris, that's a hell of a photo. I love Steve. Steve's a good guy. His car is great. But honestly, the bodywork is not quite mint. He did everything he wanted to do to the car performance-wise. He hasn't quite got to the cosmetics. But you have made it look gorgeous, Chris. Good job.
Good work. And then going back to another Power by the Hour car, Jake Long's own SN95 Cobra.
Oh, God.
It's like, what?
You and just Coyote swapping Cobras. You're all about it.
Yeah, well, this one's 96 to 98. I don't know exactly what year. It's green. And it runs our Gen 2 made 728 on E85. So definitely not a slouch.
No, not a slouch.
Slab Shack says that swap would be sweet in the unreliable 996 Porsche. And
I want a 944.
And Mad Max says, what are your thoughts on air ride suspension for an S550? Will it handle well on my 800 horsepower vert drag and race?
No.
So there are people that do it. Josh Baker is a prime example. Stephanie Wood from American Muscle, another prime example. She loves her air suspension on her car. She feels like she has a lot of adjustability.
I ain't about it.
Being somebody that drag races at a different level than these people.
You mean below 10s? Oops.
No, I definitely favor a nice solid axle.
not even solid axle. I think
air
suspension. It has
its place.
It has its place. Where was that place designed for? There's a reason we got introduced to air suspension. It was purely to make your car sit dirt nasty low, but make it where you can drive over speed bumps. At no point in there did you hear me say it was designed for
a drag strip
or improved handling or any of that. That is not what air suspension was for. Now, is that somewhat why how companies are trying to rebrand it? Yes. In fact, we have Air Ride in our Focus RS that we built for SEMA. It's an airlift kit. Their big push on that airlift kit was track it, show it, race it, or track it, hard park it, race it, whatever.
And I think if you're going for like all three of those, okay, fair. Because it's hard to make a car that does all three well. So if you're okay with
giving up
a little bit,
giving up in all the places, but still being okay at all the places, sure.
Or even above okay.
Get an airlift kit. Yeah, sure. You can lay dirt nasty low when you park. and raise it back up, and it won't do horrible at a track. Now, with a proper set of coilovers and shocks.
And you know what? I think Josh is really trying to make the air ride stuff work. He did drag week with his car. I think that, he needs more time to get to where he wants to be with it too. And I don't know. Time will tell.
My argument is for the money. If you're trying to track the car, for the money, I can get you going a lot faster with a stock strut springs, shocks, for a little bit less money too.
Yeah, absolutely.
However,
and
if
if
you
you're
wanna
going
be
to have
able-
a dedicated drag car, you're not going to
Now,
beat a
you
good
also
set.
want to lay frame going down the road. I get it. That's fine. We can put bags on it. But for drag racing, that's not where I'm pushing you.
Tyler says, Donnie, the Mark 8 swap is almost finished. Just having issues with the Bosch wideband for the Holly Horse HP, but she idles.
Send me more pictures. Send me more pictures right now so I can talk about your car. Please.
Mr. Applesauce says, how much is...
Mr. Applesauce. I need to bask in the glory of his name real quick.
Mr. Applesauce 96, I know it's kind of funny, says, how much is a header install for an 18 GT?
Obviously, if you're getting the headers or whatnot, that's on you. Most brands of headers are 8 hours. Our shop labor rate is $125 an hour. So that's 1,100? No, 1,000? Yeah, 1,000 even, plus tax and all that fun stuff. Man, I'm not even a sales guy, and I got them numbers down. I guess I look at the numbers enough.
There are a couple more Coyote swap cars too.
Yeah, JP said that Porsche is built by a company that builds Coyote swap Porsches, huh? Justin Forrest says there's a huge fan club on air ride suspension saying it's as good as your normal suspension, if not better. Driving down the street, is it just as good as my normal suspension? For sure. I would say hitting a speed bump with air ride at the right height and hitting a speed bump with struts and shocks and springs. No better or worse. Cornering, taking a 45 mile an hour on-ramp? No, the air ride is not going to disappoint you in a way that a strut and spring wouldn't. Going around Daytona at 190 miles an hour, I will argue that the air ride is going to disappoint me. And I've done that. So, I haven't done it on air ride. I guess that's the problem. Time to get something on bags. Been around Daytona at 185. Time to do it on something on bags. I'll let you know, Justin. Oh, what are you looking at, Chris?
More of our Coyote swap stuff.
That's just pretty.
That's Michael Washington's.
Well, let's talk about Michael Washington
yeah.
since he's over there doing a wheelie.
So, if we are going to talk about notable Coyote swap cars, Michael Washington's absolutely cannot be left out of that discussion. His car, dubbed Pure Evil, was the first...
It's named Pure Evil?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I feel like things that are pure evil aren't named Pure Evil.
Well, it was the first Coyote swap, or Coyote to be in the 8s NA.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
Yeah. So definitely, he's a hardcore NMRA racer, now on the board or whatever, on the team at NMRA with making rules. He's also a limited street racer with NMRA and really did some impressive stuff with Coyotes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 8 seconds NA, that's...
Yeah, it's nothing to...
It's crazy, and I know I have this conversation all the time with people, but and we've talked about it on here, but think of how fast 8 seconds was 20 years ago.
I mean, it was mind-blowingly fast.
You weren't doing it NA, period.
No,
you and I were
no.
not doing it. You had to be a full-blown drag car on
Shit, I'm
nitro
still not
meth
doing
and whatever else. That it wasn't possible.
Yeah,
that was unheard of.
It was veritably unreachable.
You told people you had a 10-second car 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was mind-blowing. Mm-hmm. Oh God, you have a 10-second car you drive around on the street? You're nuts. And now people are out here going naturally aspirated running 8s. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Where are we going to be in another 20 years?
I
The
don't
brand
know.
new 2035 Mustang running a 10-1 out of the box. With a tune, you're running 9.5. Suspension, you're running 8s.
Who knows?
Weight reduction in nitrous, you're running 7s.
Top-
I think in 20 years we're going to be electric.
In 20 years, there won't be gas cars.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if they're electric
Man.
though. Everybody's gonna still like Eleanor Roosevelt said, it's all about speed, hot, nasty, badass speed.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I call bull honky. It's also about blower whine and about turbo blow off and the sound a V8 makes. Like, no, I don't buy that. Yes, an electric car can go fast. Could you go out and buy a brand new Tesla for the same price you buy a GT Mustang Premium, strip the hell out of the weight of both of them, and beat the Tesla with the Mustang? Yes. But are you going to be able to bang gears and sound cool? No. No, I'm not buying it. Can't do it. I'm going to be sad when they go all electric. Justin Forrest says in 20 years, I hope to be flying. Electric is fast, but so boring. Yeah, it's quiet. I can't do it. I'd rather have a slower gas car than a fast electric one. Make sure nobody tag me in Coyote Swap stuff.
Will VMP be going to Juliet this year? And Donny is installing a return style fuel system necessary if all you're running is 93.
Juliet's a great track, and they've changed the dates a little bit, so we are strongly considering it.
Are we?
Yep.
That was one of my first events I ever went to.
Yeah,
Go back.
I like that track.
That's the first place I drove track attack.
I
run to the
will
store.
have had the baby by then, and the car should be done by then, so maybe.
The fast car?
Yep. Both cars should be done by then.
The faster car. Excuse me for not clarifying.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to make it to Joliet. We just have to work out the latter part of our 2019 event schedule. We've got the beginning part really, really well hammered out, but we need to finish.
Okay, back to your question. If all you're running is 93, no. I can't imagine that you're doing anything that would require a turn-style fuel system. Have the right injectors in there that your tuner likes, you'll be just fine.
Topper says, I was kidding with my comment earlier. I had to poke fun at the Coyote guys that give me a hard time for going mod versus just throwing the extra coin at a boosted new Coyote.
Ah.
It's okay. All right. Ooh, what else we have? Oh, that's it.
We did them all.
We did them all.
I mean, other notable Coyote swap cars, Carlos Sobrino.
Carlos Sobrino's is cool just because of the paint job.
Yeah, and it was
And
was
it's
a
fast.
record-breaking car, and it was a sealed Coyote, and it was stick shift. Like, there was a lot that it had going for it.
Yeah. Justin Forrest is saying, have you guys seen the mod where you get more blower wine in the cabin? Yes.
Yes. Actually.
You basically put a fitting in your cold air. You can run a hose right into the inside of the cabin, and you get all the blower wine. It is apparently supposed to increase blower wine by about 40%. I'm about it. I'm with you. Honestly, I make fun of people with sound tubes. Like, I just did a car the other day I did oil pump gears on it, and I was like, you have a supercharger and you have a sound tube on it? Like, you made the sound tube work? You're an idiot. But, like, at the end of the day, I want it. I'm jealous. Like, you pay all that money for a blower. Like, of course you want to hear it whine. So, yes, in fact, what were you leading into about it? I don't know how much I'm allowed to say about that or anything.
Yeah, I don't know how much I want to say about it, so.
Okay. Just keep checking back with me, Justin.
Janssen Bibo says, hello, beautiful people. Rebecca, what kind of BMX did you ride?
I was 12. I honestly don't even remember. I know I had a Haro, and we had a local BMX track, and it was cheaper than actual motocross, and my dad said that he was scared for me to ride motocross, but he was cool with me doing BMX, so.
What's scary about motocross? I only wrecked like every race.
He didn't want me to mess up my face. So.
I had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Trucker says, what up, VMP family?
What up?
I'm
not
coming
gonna-
February 4th for the Gen 2R package on a GT500. Can't wait.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. We'll see you then.
I'll see you. Oh. All right. You good, Carrie? You didn't put your
good.
flag up.
Rest in peace, Dave Mara.
Yep. That was sad. That was really sad.
I don't know what we're talking about.
BMX racer that died.
That's sad.
Like he was like when I was BMX racing, he was like the
He was the shit.
the X Games. That's what I'm like trying to
Okay.
remember. X Games. He
Okay.
was the X Games guy. He was super famous, and yeah, just
Oh, man.
traumatic brain injuries. Like,
Yeah, tell me about it. I know all about those.
I know, but repeated ones definitely are not good.
I'm looking at Tyler's pictures of his Mark 8 swap in the SN. I did not mean to do that, but whatever. Man, Tyler, your garage looks good.
You know what? We didn't talk about
Chevelle, I like it.
the 70 Mach 1 with the Coyote swap.
Talk about it then.
We'll come back to it at the end.
Okay.
We've got one last Coyote swap to talk about at the end.
JP says Teslas are nice, but if the Coyote is getting a hybrid, I'm all for it. I'm not. So I gotta work on it, and that's too much BS. David Murrah, or however you spell it, with face. Justin Force is upset too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
He was famous.
What kind of BMX bike do you have now?
I have a Haro again, a pink Haro.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, we bought him at
Texas
Texas
2K.
2K. And Joe said, you want me to look for a pink one for you, Becca? And I said, uh-huh. Don't let anybody else buy that pink bike.
I was looking for platinum tailgates for my truck, so I didn't buy one.
Yeah.
I really want a platinum tailgate. God.
I really have a pink bike, so I'm fine. I'm cool.
I just want a platinum tailgate so bad. I know I'm not a platinum. They don't even make extended cab platinums. I want a platinum tailgate. It'll make me happy. As ricer as it is. I don't want a platinum because I need 2-wheel drive. I don't want to buy 4-wheel drive. The struggle is real.
Jansen50 says, sorry for turning the show into a BMX show.
That's okay.
And then-
Hey,
Dude,
I like it all.
this show literally turns into so many freaking rants every week.
And then
like,
Topper says, hey, we're talking about Haro, so all is well in the world.
I think we all agree.
I've never heard of Haro till you said it.
Really?
Never in my life.
It,
I had a mongoose.
my brother had a mongoose, and
Yeah,
he was supposed.
because that's what you can buy.
My
at
brother
Walmart.
had a mongoose too.
He started BMX racing like a month before I did, and I was like, I want to do it. My dad's like, Chris, give your mongoose to Rebecca, and my brother's younger than me,
Yeah.
and my brother was like, no, I'm not giving her my bike. My dad was gonna go buy him a super small, like lightweight bike, and he's like, fine, Rebecca gets brand new Haro instead.
She did good.
Yeah, it worked out for me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't do BMX that long. Like, I got my first electric dirt bike when I was like 11.
Yeah,
Like,
I stress fractured
and
my
from-
wrist.
From there, I never went back to things human powered.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, I got into cars, and
by
that's where.
13, I had my first 4-wheeler. By 15, I had a car.
Yeah.
By 17, I had multiple cars and jet skis and a motorcycle. Like, I never went back to powering.
Are you going to,
Andy,
are you headed to Carlisle or American Muscle this year?
We will be going to both. Absolutely. Both are really good shows for us, and we are looking forward to seeing everybody that's out at them.
can't wait to come down to Florida and visit again.
Hi, Andy.
The girl that got a ticket on my truck, I suppose she paid some money to the government and got points on her license. I don't know. I didn't follow up, if you catch my drift. That's a funny question, though. All right. Keep talking about stuff. Meet and greet. Since people are talking about coming down to Florida.
Yes, and us going places. Why don't we talk about you coming to see us?
Well, you're half of the us. That's a Saturday. I got plans that Saturday. But
I will be here.
you'll be there. That dude in blue will be here. Mm-hmm. Who you've already met him.
I've met him. He's a super nice guy.
Yep. How did you meet him? Tell the story.
We, when my F-150 couldn't run at Hot Rod Drag Week, ooh, that was hard. We met up with him instead, and he did a review on the truck, and it was awesome. And he's also done a review on our old GT350. So
Aren't I going to be putting a kit on his truck?
He's coming down for a kit on his truck and
Car.
or his car.
Car?
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know what he has.
I know that he has a grabber blue car.
Good. I like
mouth
cars
just-
more anyway.
yeah.
No offense. I love F-150, supercharged
Clearly you
F-150s.
do.
I drive
don't
one.
even think you have to make up
But
for
like
that.
installing, I'd rather put it on a car.
Sure.
Just so you guys know, F-150s are a bit more work. Plus, like bending over the grill and stuff and the core support, like I still got a little bit of a beer gut. Like the hood latch digs in. It's all bad. Cars are easier.
But that'll be on January 26th from 10 to 1. If you want to come by and see the VMP Ranch and meet David Patterson from That Dude in Blue, see me, Justin.
Burnout
and
contest?
I don't think we're going to do a burnout contest.
You just lost your chance of me showing up.
That's okay. I'm okay with that. And I don't know who else is going to be here. Carrie, do you have any other definites? Carrie's going to be here.
Chris?
Chris is going to be
Max.
here. Max. I think that it's going to be a pretty good event, so we're excited.
Mad Max is sitting there saying, see you there.
Awesome.
Is that his name on YouTube? Mad Max?
Yeah, KPY,
He gets more interesting
whatever.
every day.
No, different.
It's a different Mad Max.
It's a different Max.
Yurvand is asking if we can design some new GT500 shirts for 2019.
We are always looking at designing new shirts.
If you want to shoot me an email, if there's something specific you're looking for, we can consider it. Otherwise, we can see what we can make.
Yeah.
We do have, they're being printed right now
Yeah.
with Richie. So actually, we do have a new shirt design coming out.
And it technically has a GT500 on it.
And it technically does have a GT500 on it. Actually, Chris, I'll send this to you real quick.
So that's something
So
that's
you can
coming soon.
Share.
And like Carrie said, if there's something specific that you're wanting, let us know. But yeah, we're constantly designing new shirts and
Hold on, Chris. I'm going to send this to you
updating
right
old
now.
stuff. So.
Speaking of new clothing and all that fun stuff.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
was
Like I saw the
really
segue and I took it. We have new hats. If you can't tell by the one that's on my head that has gray writing on the front, which I think maybe Track Attack hats have gray writing on the front.
One of them does.
But they don't have Gen 3 logos on the front.
And it's a nice like 3D.
Oh yeah, it's actually like embroidered.
super
You know
nice.
what? I'm gonna show you guys. Also, I need to stretch my legs, so I'm kind of cramping up. So yeah, look at that. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that wasn't in focus, man. I failed that.
What
But-
are you doing, Donnie?
I'm showing them the 3D hat. And I needed to stretch my legs. My left
did
one
they
was
come in?
cramping really hard.
Oh, I haven't seen them.
Yeah, they're here. They showed up in my garage the other day.
I showed up in your garage.
No one said anything to me. I could have been pimping them.
I mean, like yesterday, literally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What are you trying to
pimping
put up
them
there
right
now,
now.
Chris?
I'm sure with someone's truck who might be in a room on it.
What? Why did I know about this?
They're not here yet.
When do we get them? We're having a shirt with my truck on it? What? Oh, we're doing the mouse pad design on a shirt? I need 30 of those.
They're
You
gonna
were
be
more
blue.
excited than when I had an actual cartoon of myself on a shirt.
So
Yeah. What do you get excited for? Seeing your boss's wife on a shirt or seeing your truck on a shirt?
No, more excited than I was about seeing.
Oh, you're more excited. Okay, all right. I was like, I thought you were saying I'm more excited about the truck shirt than I was when you gave me your shirt.
So the
You were
I was
actually
like,
very,
yeah.
You were actually very grateful when I gave you.
I was very grateful. There was a hole in my armpit about this big when she gave me the shirt of her with the cartoon on the back of it. Oh man, where were we?
We were at Bradenton for
We're at
Streetcar Takeover.
Streetcar Takeover. Yeah, I had a hole in my armpit.
So the T-shirt that we're currently having printed will be printed in blue.
When will they be here?
They're in the process of being printed right now. So as soon as Richie can get them to me.
I need
Why are
to.
you so
So
sad?
I want it now. You just showed me my Christmas present, but you're like, yeah, it's not wrapped yet. You can't open it.
Calm down, Rebecca.
I can't calm down. I'm excited. Why wouldn't somebody tell me we were getting shirts? It's already great enough. I got a mouse pad of it, but now I gotta get my truck up. Man, I should have done more stuff to my truck. See,
Because it
now
can be a bit
I
much
wish
for
I had
you.
the platinum tailgate on before we did all this. Because then the platinum tailgate.
We
would've
would have
been on
taken
there.
it off because we took off any like identifying.
You would have taken off my platinum tailgate. Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, so don't stress about it. It's
Because
okay.
JP said he's getting me a platinum tailgate. We gotta read through the comments. Yeah. JP, I'm gonna message you because if you can legitimately find me a platinum tailgate, I really want that. So
Wasn't
He
that a
said that he
one-off?
messed up the spelling because I cannot understand what he
yeah,
said.
Justin Force, what are you trying to say? What are you
Try
talking
again.
about? Epic?
Try again.
That'd be epic if I showed.
Up with the Mark 8.
Oh my God!
To
If you
do
showed
it.
up with the if you're okay, like you gotta tell me because then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put this on silent.
Yeah, it's distracting me even, so.
All right.
You know, the only time that I get distracted easily is when I'm on camera. Okay, so we got that.
Steve said he has a shirt idea.
Submitted, Steve.
Gino said, do you know if the Track Attack hood by
It's a
Cervini is
one-off.
being mass-produced? Yeah.
It's a one-off.
I don't think it
And
ever had
there's
plans.
not a plan of any mass production. It's a one-off.
In fact, I had a friend, Keegan, called Cervinius and is like, I want that hood. I don't care how much money it is. And they're like, we've never made a hood with a glass insert. Like, whoever he talked to there was like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, it's a one-off. Or, I guess, fortunately for us, unfortunately for y'all. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. But Track Attack at some point will be for sale. So if you really like the hood,
buy the car and you can
buy the car.
hood
Yeah,
for
it's
free.
all yours. JP said he'll make it happen. I'm seriously going to message you. I want a platinum tailgate so bad. Like, I need the step that folds out and down. Like, I'll never use it because I'm 6'7" and I literally can box jump into the bed of my truck even if it's lifted. But, okay. Back to my document. I'm rather excited about this t-shirt. Okay, something for you guys to get excited about, though. We are giving away a set of Roush Mustang pedals. I don't know if Chris has supporting media for you to show you what the hell they are. He does not.
They're on our Facebook page, though.
They're on our...
Yeah.
What was that? No, Chris is going to get supporting media.
We'll get you supporting media, but...
Anyway, if you guys want to win them, go to our year in review video that is uploaded on YouTube and comment, I want the pedals. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then the winner will be announced tomorrow at 4 p.m. on our social media channels. So Facebook, Instagram, which if you're not already subscribe to those, make sure you do it. I don't get it.
What?
I'm confused as you guys.
Yeah.
That's okay. So yes. No, not yet. Hold on. He didn't put them up yet.
We're getting there.
Oh, you're getting there? Tell me when. Tell me when. Tell me when.
All right.
Oh, awkward silence. Those! Aha! If you guys want to win those, go to our year in review video, comment I want the pedals, subscribe to the YouTube channel. When will be announced tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Is there a more creative way to say I want the pedals?
If you figure out one, that might increase your chances.
If you figure out one, yeah. I desire the... I gotta think. I'm sure there's a way to make this funny.
Anyways.
Is the modified exhaust law in California for all year models?
I believe so, and it's funny that you mention it because we were literally just discussing this 40 minutes ago before the show started. I was talking about it with Justin and Rebecca, like, how are companies that do this type stuff going to survive out there? Because as far as I'm aware of, for those of you that don't know, California now has a law that if you have a modified exhaust in any way, shape, or form, headers, took the cats off, change your mufflers, $1,000 minimum fine. So, I don't know how companies are going to survive. Like, Magnuson Superchargers is based out of California.
Yeah, I haven't read the law, so I'm not going to speak to it.
Man, it's scary. Justin Forrest said he felt like a dwarf standing next to me and Cody. He's not 6'7", I'm 6'7". He's short, he's like 6'4".
He's like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he's way down there. JP says, did I see the next Ranger? Yes, I did see that. I was reading up on it, which we can talk about that briefly because we've been speculating about it on this show, whether or not we would get a Ranger Raptor. We still don't know for sure. Nothing has been confirmed. However, Ford has been making the Raptor that is currently produced since 2011. It is up for a revamp, redesign, all that fun stuff. As you guys know, pretty much every 10 years, every major automobile manufacturer renews their models. So the next Ranger is going to be built on the same frame that the Bronco is going on. Of course, will be U.S. Because we're getting the Bronco. So that's going to have to be when we get the Ranger Raptor. It's coming. Ford CEOs have been hinting at it. They'd be stupid if they didn't bring it here. However, it also begs the question, are we going to see a Raptor Bronco? Which that, I feel, would sell just as good as a Ranger Raptor. Just all the Raptor stuff is doing well. So that would be crazy.
Yvonne says any vehicle under 6,000 pounds is limited to 95 decibels.
So yeah, better keep your cats on and no headers. Headers don't really make you louder.
And
They change the
applesauce.
tone, but they don't really make it louder. Mr.
And
Applesauce?
Applesauce
You gotta say the
says,
full name. Like I need the
Mr.
full
Applesauce
effect.
96
There you go. Ah,
says
thank you.
Ranger Raptor or Colorado ZR2.
Ranger Raptor. Because Chevys have square wheels and I've never seen a square tire. That's how I feel about it. I have an S10, but it has round wheel wells, so that's allowed. Justin Forrest says there's a huge loophole on that new law. Well, what's the loophole? Inform me. I'm curious.
Andy Hoffman did ask if we were doing any plans for new SEMA builds. So what's interesting because we are making a series of videos on that exact subject coming up. So definitely keep an eye on our YouTube channel to see what we are going to tell you guys
And by
about.
keep an
I'm
eye on it,
excited.
she
I'm
means like,
actually-
share, subscribe to it, and
I mean,
all that fun stuff.
Not that I'm excited with the other things that we produce, but I'm pretty excited about that one.
Ooh, something else to get excited about. For those of you that are shopping around, we have our 2018 pricing in effect until January 18th. 2018 pricing till January 18th. After that, I don't know what the hell it's doing, but it won't be where it's
going
at.
up slightly due to the tariffs and increased costs from our suppliers. So expecting a increase, depending on product, anywhere from 2.5% to 5% or so.
That's just numbers. Bring your car. Let me work on it. That's all I know.
Definitely, like if you want to get in on stuff cheap, now's the time to do it.
Okay, what else we got? Ooh, we have a new website coming out. This is all new to me. I'm reading this as I go along. Our new website is coming. It's going to have the ability to search for products by vehicle, year, make, and model.
This has been a long time coming. It's been a huge labor of love for Ed and Paul and a lot of other people. Carrie, definitely.
Nice.
And we want to make everything better with our shopping experience
Heck
on
yeah.
the website. So
It's
yeah.
going to have an easier, more simplified checkout, better product categorization. Wow, I'm surprised I even got that word out without butchering it. I'm proud of myself. And we're going to have the ability to filter products by price. That's just some cool stuff. There's going to be plenty more. It's a whole new website. We're not just changing it up a little bit. So make sure to check that out. It'll be coming here very soon.
Yeah, we're getting down to the it's gonna be days before it's here, and that's it.
Sweet. Our Black Friday blower giveaway was announced on Tuning Tuesday. The winners have already been called. I got the pure enjoyment of standing here while Carrie called one of them. And I was like, so did you know that we were kind of giving somebody their money back that bought a blower on Black Friday? And the guy's like, nope, not really. Carrie's like, oh, well, you won. And then she's like, are you okay? I couldn't hear his voice.
He went silent.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He said he knew there was some sort of something going on, but he didn't really know, Anyways, he went silent. I thought he had passed out for a minute or something. Super, super excited.
All right, I have comments. Jeff Smith jumped on. What's up, Jeffy?
Hey, Jeff. Happy birthday yesterday. I know I told you on the phone, but still, happy birthday
The
yesterday.
20-page write-up on how to get around it if you do get pulled over and cited might be on Google, but someone posted on a forum. Dude's wife is an attorney. Okay, but it's still a loophole. Means you got to get around it. If you get pulled over and cited, I still got to deal with the ticket and all that crap. It's still illegal. I thought you meant like loophole, like, oh, okay, I have this sticker on my car. I'm allowed to have it. It's my service exhaust. But yeah, no, that's not a loophole. You still get cited for it. Tyler, any plans for an ice tank on F-150s? We're always looking for new products, seeing what we can make. We've definitely heard people on wanting an ice tank for their F-150. We're seeing what we can make happen, but I've got no exact details for you or timeline at this moment.
My dad's here. Hi, Dad.
What's up, Dad?
Shelby Canada West Alexander says, I understand a lot of rules and laws, but California with that exhaust one is hilarious, ridiculous. Personal opinion.
Makes about as much sense as banning.
Do not
plastic
know
straws.
how that will fix anything.
It's helping save the sea turtles, okay? Somehow. California people are funny. How big of a job to install colder plugs on my 08 GT500? Nathan, it is
Super
cake.
simple. Super
Pull the cold air
simple.
off, pull your coil covers off, ignition coils pop right out, unplug them all, plugs are right there.
It's essentially the same as doing it on a Coyote. Very similar. It's not the same. Like, don't say that I said it's the same because I know it's different. But I do it in 10 minutes at the track.
Yeah, plugs don't take long.
Yeah, not at all. It takes me longer to get the plugs.
Your dad and Jeff said hello back. Max said he didn't win. Yeah,
Sorry.
unfortunately, there's only one winner. Still got to try because you never know when that one winner might be you. But
Larry Lewis from New York was asking if we had anything for high-end foreign cars. No, not at this time.
yeah,
We're pretty staunchly in the domestic market.
yeah.
You want to talk about new product?
Sure, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, that cold air that's sitting next to you.
Oh, hey, there's a cold air sitting next to me.
Yeah, look at that.
I didn't know that.
This is our new
Wow, that's big.
5-inch cold air for Terminator guys. So
5 inches big, right?
Yeah, it's big. 5 inches.
That was a joke.
I'm still agreeing with you. Whatever. A great compliment to our Gen 3. It fits really, really well.
Yep.
So you're not doing any trimming here like some of the other big cold airs for the Terminator make you do. It comes with everything you need, including the PMOS 120 MAF housing,
Clamps.
a slot style MAF sensor that you need, harnesses, clamps, everything you need, and we'd love to tune it, but if we're not tuning it, we'll even give your tuner a transfer function to make it work.
There you go.
So, and that's been developed on through our very experienced calibrations department.
For sure. Who has been tuning the Cobros since before he worked here? He was playing with Cobros.
Yeah.
In fact, that's how Joe. Isn't that part of how Joe got in here? He bought a blower for one of his Cobros. I know Joe had a VMP on one of his Cobros.
Yeah, I know.
He's had more than one.
Like, the timelines are so muddled for me with his cars.
Joe's had a lot. Joe's like me. Joe's worse than me, for the record. I'm bad. Like, I've had a lot of cars, but I think Joe's one of the only people that can give me a run for my money.
120. Right? Cool. Did I say that it was $5.99?
You did not.
It's $5.99.
$5.99. There you go. You okay?
I'm doing a back bend with a big old belly, so no, I'm not.
I just put my arm straight down and it's on the floor at that point.
Yeah, but I wasn't willing to drop the filter.
Yeah, you don't have to drop it. It just touches the ground when your arm's at full extension. Come on. That's the way it works. Talking about getting more airflow in, though, for those of you that are looking to do an 18 manifold on your 11 to 14 Mustang, we now have an install guide video, whatever you want to call it, up on YouTube. Walk you through, help you get it all right, make sure you route all the hoses correctly. That way, whenever it comes time to tune it, nobody's having problems. Because honestly, that is some of the issues we see is people not necessarily doing the vacuum routing correctly and whatnot, and it causes the car to have problems. So you want a step-by-step guide that'll help you get it done right, make sure you check that out. It's on YouTube. Steve said that's how I got hired. He bought a Gen 3 for his Coyote Swap Mustang. Best purchase ever.
We know at that point that you're a qualified
Applicant?
Yeah, because you you at least understand some of the products and you can build your knowledge base from there.
Exactly.
Justin chimed in. He says, "Give out what tune?" And then he says, "What?" Just kidding.
I said transfer function.
I'm looking here at a couple more comments to see.
Are you editing?
They're having conversations with themselves. So
We want to be included in their conversations. So we're here.
you want to hear the whole conversation? Okay.
Well, I mean, use your judgment, Carrie.
He says Shelby Canada West, who was talking about the the California rule, said, quote, "Oh, hey, you have a Super Snake. Looks like modified exhaust. Here's your $1,000 ticket. LOL." And then...
Oh, yeah. What do you do about that? What if your car hits over the decibel limit stock? Like like the 18s with active exhaust, you floor it and it just opens up the valves at whatever RPM. Is that going to be over the California decibel limit?
My suspicion is they probably wrote the law with that because there's.
You think?
Yeah.
California was dumb enough to ban plastic straws and think that changed the trash in the ocean.
And then
Do you
Topper.
really think they wrote in that kind of stuff?
Well, usually there's gonna be some like.
Lobbyists paying their way to get the car rode out? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that there's usually there's standards that the OE has to meet, and I'm sure that they stayed.
Yeah, but this is a stateside thing, not a federal thing. I don't know. All right, keep going with our conversation.
Topper Harley says 5 inches around. Then Mr. Applesauce says to Shelby Canada West, more like buys 18 GT with active exhaust and gets ticket 500
That's what I mean.
feet from dealership.
Active exhaust. There you go.
Let's see. Horse GT says, I daily drive my car with off-road H-pipe and no resonators. Passed by plenty of cops and none even batted an eye. Of course, I big toe it when I see them and don't drive like a jackass.
Oh, don't we all big toe it?
Mr. Applesauce says to Horse GT, do you live in California? Yep. Philip
I think that was the
McGee-
implication there.
Philip McGee was talking about our 18 manifold install video that you had just mentioned. He says, I've seen it. It's actually a really good video.
Thanks.
Thanks.
We worked hard on it.
Tyler says, will the install video work for an 11 to 14 F-150?
It is very close. F-150 has a little bit different vacuum routing, especially if you have a four-wheel drive. But if you have any questions, concerns, of course, you can go off that video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, just do it between 8:30 and 5, and you can call sales and support. If all else fails and they can't help you, one of them can come out in the shop and grab me, and I can help you. I'll get on the phone. So don't be scared to figure it out. Get yourself one, because they're a good upgrade.
Topper says, any chance of kicking a blower to the Mopar guys so you don't have that giant ugly thing that comes on a Hellcat?
Of course, we're always looking to expand and whatnot, but at the moment we do not have anything from
If you
Mopar.
watched our 2018 year in review video, we did talk about the possibility of us branching into Mopar and stuff. So exciting things coming for 2019.
Yeah.
Best recommendation for aluminum drive shaft for an S197.
DSS or PST?
Yeah, I agree.
You good, Carrie?
Yeah, go.
Larry Lewis says the best nuts are grown in Cali. My girlfriend says save turtles, but I don't think that banning plastic straws save any turtles. It doesn't make sense. But I agree. Save turtles, I guess. Sure. Josh, what's the safe wheel horsepower limits of a 1450 stock block with oil pump gears? Sticker auto, I would say stick 700-ish, auto 650-ish. I mean, that's on the very bleeding edge of safe, but it's what we've seen.
7 is ish.
7's good, as long as you have the proper fueling and everything's safe. You should be all right with 7. As you guys know, Alex, who used to be a tuner here, his black car had 113,000 miles on it, made 700 rear wheel. He beat the crap out of it at the track. It was just fine.
But if you're doing something else at the time where you're going to be, close to being in, it's a good insurance thing, in my opinion. It's not something that's going to ever hurt you. It's only going to help you.
Yeah.
And, they fail for a variety of reasons. Big one is bouncing off the rev limiter. So, yeah, I mean, if you are going to be getting into that part of the engine anyways, you're installing a supercharger, you're almost, basically halfway there, more than halfway there. It's a good thing to do at the same time and cheap insurance.
Heck yeah.
Because if they go, then
Yeah,
you have a lot more invested at that point.
He's a stick car, he makes 640, you're fine, man. Make sure you're tuned safe and everything else. Car should take that just fine, no problems. One day I'll dyno my truck. See what it's making, because I have a Gen 1 Coyote in my truck. I'm on a 75 pulley on pump gas, which is about as extreme as you can go without blowing it up and detonating. One day I'll throw it up on the dyno. Why did I click on that? What else do we got? I don't think we have anything else in the document. 4 minutes shy. I ran out of things to talk about. I never run out of things to talk
Anything
about.
else over there on YouTube, Carrie?
Topper came back and said, "Woo, finally a tuner that will intermingle with my car pile." Slapcheck says, "What are the straws made of if they aren't plastic?" And Topper says, "Salamander tears, Slab."
I think they have paper straws, like
Yeah,
it's a Starbucks thing.
The cardboardy ones.
Yeah, I don't.
They get mushy when you drink
And you
them.
know, I think they make your drink sometimes taste funny, the paper ones.
I've never used them. Do they have them at Starbucks already or something?
No, they don't have them at Starbucks. They have them at the Island Roaster coffee place.
Island Roaster Coffee Place. Not my type of joint.
And they have them at SeaWorld for a long
Listen,
time.
I
SeaWorld's
had
really
my
good.
first real cup of coffee like this last
I know.
weekend. That was the first time I ever had real coffee. My girlfriend had told me to use chocolate milk as sweetener, and that worked. That was good.
Chocolate milk?
Yeah, I used chocolate. It was great. Listen, she made me a K-cup, and then she put 3 tablespoons of chocolate milk in there, 3 tablespoons of sugar. It was great. I could drink that all day.
Interesting. Never heard of chocolate milk.
Nick says Texas 2K is coming up quick. It is.
It's a good time. Nathan, I know you have a GT500 and you're asking about plugs. I don't know what you have done to it, so if you can.
Justin Force says someone just posted a picture of a blue 4-door Mustang. That sounds gross. I don't support 4-door Mustangs. JP, you'll find me a tailgate if I throw a Gen 2 kit on your car. Ah, man. We can talk about it. I don't think I'm going to throw a whole Gen 2 kit. Like, that's a lot of work, and you live far away from me. But I'll talk to you. We'll see what we can find. If you can find me when I got money, we'll make it happen.
Victor says, "Hello, everyone. How are you doing tonight?"
Good.
Good.
Clint says, get yourself a Marauder. I love a Marauder.
I love a Marauder.
I would love a Marauder. If I could find
Everybody
one in
in
my
here is
price
like, yeah.
range.
Hell yeah.
But like, honestly, man, I got 2 bikes, I got 2 jet skis, I got 4-wheelers, I got a camper, I got my big truck, I got my G. I can't afford, like, as my daily beater, I can't afford to go out and get a Marauder.
They cost too much money still.
They cost too much money. It's like and I mean, rightfully
Everybody knows
so.
that they're good.
Exactly. Everyone knows that it's a super
everybody
cool car.
wants one.
They retain their value. I can't afford that as my new daily beater. Like a Mark 8, we can do that. Plus, I had a Mark 8, so they already have a special place in my heart. Marauders are just cool. Like, you know, it's not like, you know, you had a 95 Mustang as a kid or something. That's why you'll always like the 95. That's how I am about my Mark 8. Like, I had a Mark 8. Now I love Mark 8s. It was great to me. So now that car has a special place in my heart. Like, Marauders are just like that Koenigsegg you look at that you're never going to afford, but you know it's a cool car. That's how a Marauder is to me. Like, sure, it's cool, but I'm not going shopping for one.
You know what I like about a Marauder? It has Mercury's head on the wheels.
I didn't
Mercury
know
the
that.
God, yeah. And we had a, like, I don't even remember what year Park Lane it was because I was 4, but we had a Park Lane and my dad had Mercury's head etched in the glass that does this, the triangle glass on the side on the old
Get it
cars.
etched in?
Yeah, yeah.
Why though?
Because he wanted it.
I got.
That's
Hey,
kind
you
of
want
cool,
it.
actually.
That's nifty, yeah. Kristen saying chocolate milk is creamer with a heart. Yeah, it was good. Nathan has a twin 67, a 2.5, and a JLT 123.
I want to do 2500.
Yeah. JP says he can find me a Marauder for cheap. What's cheap? But all right, we'll talk. I'm gonna message you, JP, when I leave here.
Cheap is relative.
Yeah, cheap is relative. Like I said, I have 3 vehicles right now. Like, I'm not looking for a super expensive 4th one, but I want a 4th one because why not? But it is 7 o'clock.
Wait, what plugs would you put in that dude's car?
Oh, GR14s.
Mm-hmm.
Brisk GR14 YS. Done. Yeah, call sales and support, get on the website, all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
Brisks are
and
great.
it's seriously easy to install.
Yeah,
so
they
do
don't-
it.
If you can change a tire, you can change spark plugs on your
It's
GT500.
easier than changing a tire, honestly.
Yeah, I would say it's easier.
You don't have to deal with a jack.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you make a good point. All right. It
Not
is
that dealing with a
701.
jack is hard, but it's like another step.
Yeah, you can find one for like 4K. I know a Marauder is like, that's a good price for a Marauder, but that's not Donnie's budget for finding another car right now. Platinum tailgate, let's talk about that. But Marauder, nah, I'm not ready to drop that kind of money on one. But it's 7:01. Episode 5.0 is over. But hey, that means next week's episode 51. And the next week after that is episode 52, which means I've been doing this for a year. It's crazy. All right, while I reminisce, fade to black, Chris.
We go to
We'll see you guys
52,
next
and then
week.
we're hitting
Like, share, subscribe.
season 2.
Oh, then yeah, season 2 of Burnout Box. Wowzer. That's nifty. That's fancy. Chris, you didn't fade to black. Why am I still see myself.
We have to tell
I
them,
did
like,
say like, share, subscribe. As you were supposed to fade to black. Like it was supposed to be fading, and then I said it. But now it's
Say
over.
with excitement, the people want to know.
Like, share, and subscribe!